huge news. I just saw an article that says that New Mutants is going to be a part of the MCU. This could very well be the greatest retcon ever. Now, the thing is, when this movie came out, everybody was like, oh, cool, a horror movie, but with X-Men. That's something we haven't seen before. It was kind of like sort of in the same vein as like, how Deadpool was all original and stuff, and like, oh, it's part of X-Men. We're not shying away from that. And then, of course, the whole Fox Disney thing happened, and people were like, oh, what's going to happen? And of course it made sense that X-Men was going to be part of the MCU. But this movie was made well before any of that happened, and that's one of the reasons why Dark Phoenix turned out the way it did, because it was made without that in mind and probably got unfair treatment as it was being made and put out in theaters, and people were all like, well, that's a sad note to end the 20th Century Fox X-Men on. I've yet to see that movie. And so I was kind of disappointed, like, well, we're never going to see New Mutants. And because it looked cool, it looked different, especially with that cover of that Pink Floyd song and just the title design. It looked like the Wall album. Yeah. So anyway, I saw an article and it says it's part of the MCU. This could be one of the gutsiest retcons ever. I'm repeating myself, but yeah, wow. I'm guessing Kevin Feige, maybe he saw it and was like, oh, there's more to this than we thought, or it's that good. I mean, I remember thinking, oh, cool, they're going to bring Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool when he's part of the MCU. Still have no clue how they're going to do that. If it's going to be a continuation of the Fox one, or if it's going to be a brand new one. And of course, they'll meta reference, it to death. But anyway, wow. I just couldn't believe it. And it's like, man. That was the trouble with 20th Century Fox. Of all the people who had Marvel properties, their moves were always the diciest. You got to give them credit where credit is due. The 2000 Bryan Singer X-Men movie and Blade, they kind of showed, hey, superhero movies can be profitable and they can be good. And then, yeah, when you look up the money made by these movies, the X-Men movies never even really came close to what the Sony Spider-Man movies could make. And Sony almost made $1 billion with the third Spider-Man movie, but it wasn't close. But anyway, wow. One of the reasons I think they're doing this is because the story, from what we can tell, is so far removed from all the Professor X, Xavier's Academy, and all that stuff. So far removed from all of that, that it could, in theory, be a part of a separate universe. So, wow, dang. I also think that Kevin Feige wants to show this is going to be a part of the post-Infinity Saga era, and I really think that Kevin Feige wants to show that, not to knock it, but the MCU is more than Robert Downey Jr. making quips, and I say that with utmost respect for what he did. And that was kind of the template for them for a long time, but I think they want to show that there's going to be a lot of variety, that there can be all kinds of movies in the MCU. So, man, this is nuts. It just, blech, wow. Well, anyway, yeah, have a good one, everybody. Let's see where this goes.